Hey guys, welcome to Commander Lounge. I know this channel has been completely devoted to Commander, and I'm really going to try to change that. I mean, I'm still going to try to help you guys outside of that with pre-releases and, budget stuff sometimes, but for the most part, I'm going to try to stay away from making pauper deck tags and legacy deck tags and stuff like that because, this channel is called the Commander Lounge, and I should be giving you guys, what the name is and what it should be just Commander, And also another thing is that my playstyle kind of went back to Commander because I was trying to check out play 60 card decks and have a sideboard and do stuff. Like I was always into Pauper, but I like dipped my feet into Modern and Legacy, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. But when it comes down to it, Commander is where I love playing. When it comes to Magic the Gathering, it's just such a great game. And it's so it can be so diverse with the ways you play the way you play the game and stuff. It's just crazy. It's amazing. It's got a lot of depth to the format, and that's why I like it. So this video is going to be about Commander. Should you build competitively or should you build more casually? And by that I mean like competitively, I mean like should you build those decks that try to combo out or try to lock all the other players from playing the game, pretty much playing as the casual players would say the unfun decks, um, or should you just build for fun? Build a deck that tries to win, but at the same time, not as competitive. And the answer to that, I know you guys probably see some of the decks I've built in the past and be like, well, this guy's all about just having fun and stuff. Like, yeah, he's got some competitive decks and stuff, but it's not really. It's mostly just trying to have fun. But I can't say just build to have fun. I mean, some people, there's no real answer to it. I mean, that's like I told you, it's such a diverse format where you can, there can be multiple reasons for building a deck or it's to win, to tell a story, to build a funny theme around it, like all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of reasons to build commander decks, and and yeah, and even though there are people out there that want to build those decks that win really quick, like it that's fine. It just really all depends on how your play group is. If your play group is fine with that, then awesome, build it. But I mean, the problem with the only problem I see with Commander is that there needs to be a lot more communication within playgroups. Like a lot of people will go there and just meet up with randoms, and then they just play their crazy good deck against a whole bunch of fun decks, and then they kind of just get hated off the table. And that's not right. There should be before the game. There should definitely be communication, regardless of how you build. Or you should bring backup decks, bring competitive decks, and bring more casual decks. So you guys can talk like, dude, what are you guys playing? Are you guys playing, you guys cool with infinite combos? Are you guys cool with, all these hate cards where you're getting taxed? Of course, nobody likes that, but, it's good to talk to people. It'll make your experience a lot more better and you won't get hated off the table. But if you come into a group full of friends and everything, a group full of, friendly people just trying to play a casual game and you go in and just hammer them down and just be ruthless about it because, that's a big thing about the difference between Commander and like playing like Modern and Legacy and stuff. With competitive, you carry a lot of different kind of characteristics between like casual and competitive players, and it's just kind of even though Commander can be whatever you want it to be, it's mostly casual. It's mostly going to be it's ruled by the casual players. It feels like that this format is those people that kind of got scared away from standard or modern or whatever, and they kind of just went, I didn't like playing with those people, and it's nice. It was nice. It's a nice chill format where you don't have to spend tons of money. I mean, you could, but you don't have to spend tons of money. You can have fun with your friends and stuff, and that's why a lot of people kind of ran away from competitive and uh, started playing Commander because it's more casual format, and that's why competitive players coming over to EDH or Commander, they don't really like it too much sometimes because they're going into different kind of playstyle or different kind of characteristics of people. Like when they'll be gung ho about trying to win, people are just sitting, talking, having fun and stuff. And and depending on how the person builds or how the person even acts during the game, the competitive player acts. He could be real kind of mean and stuff, and then just the people will just be like, okay, well, we're not going to play with you, and that could keep him from playing ever again. Like I don't know if I'm rambling right there. It's a little late and stuff, but it's really you need to build how you want to build. If you want to build really competitively, build a deck that wins on turn two. It doesn't matter. Wins on turn one, that's fine. Just make sure when you sit down with people, you tell them like, "Hey guys, to make it more better, to keep you playing." Because if you don't tell somebody and you win on turn one, a lot of people like with me. I mean, I'll do it too if somebody wins on turn one without telling me and stuff. Just brings a deck that's just like flash in the pan. I'll be like, well, that was cool. Well, let's see who comes in second place now, and I'll continue out the game. Because with Commander, there's like I'm not trying to be a complete, kind of dickhead to you or anything. I just, I don't feel like shuffling up. Everybody's got to shuffle up their cards again. They got to draw, they got to draw again. Maybe mulligan, do the partial pairs or whatever it is, and that takes, it takes a lot of time. That's the probably the worst thing about Commander that I hate about Commander is shuffling the deck. I don't think anybody likes that. It's just a lot of cards. But yeah, it's just it's a great game. It's a fantastic game. It's just one of those games where now the competitive players they have to kind of watch out and stuff. They have to make sure they have a good play group. And I think that's fine how it is. I mean, with me, there's cards that I don't like seeing. I don't like tutor cards. You guys know that I hate tutor cards. I mean, but that can be in a casual or a competitive thing. It's just my preference is that I don't like building with them usually. Playing against them's fine. I'm used to. Of course, you got to get used to playing against tutors. I don't get really mad like, oh, this guy brought demonic tutor. Look at him. I don't care about that. Like it's just like it's how you build your deck. You can kind of go outside the box and not have to put a whole bunch of copies of different name cards that kind of do the same thing. You can just put a demonic tutor in and be like, that's the copy of that card that I need for this strategy in my deck, and that's understandable. I just don't like tutors because it does make the game more redundant. Like usually there are you grab that demonic tutor, you know exactly what you're getting with it, and usually a lot of times if you're playing it on turn two in each different game, you're usually grabbing the same thing unless you're having like mana problems or something like that. It's usually always grabbing the same thing, and that makes the game a little too redundant for my likings for Commander because it's a 100 card format. But not only that, but it also slows the game down. Like it's bad enough with a lot of when you're ramping, when you have to ramp up in green, you have to grab lands. But usually that doesn't take as long because you got a lot of lands. But tutoring it just takes so much time out, especially if the person doesn't know what they want to get. That could take a little extra time. That can be a little frustrating. I mean, I know I've been that guy that's done that. But yeah, it's like with that, and like a card like say Prophet of Kruphix. Like everybody hates Prophet of Kruphix in Commander. Like playing with it is awesome, but playing against it is absolutely rough. But it's not like I'm gonna sit there and hate the person for playing Prophet of Kruphix. Like if that's the way your deck plays, that's the way your deck plays. If you want to keep playing creatures on everybody else's turn, who doesn't want to do that? And untap all your mana. Who doesn't want to do that? It's just really overpowered though. But um, by no means you should hate the players for doing that, for playing those cards or playing that strategy and stuff like that. Like if I just think that there's a lot of hate when it comes to it because now it's more casual people hating on the competitive people, I think, and that's it shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't hate on it. Like if someone's gonna win really quick, just be like, okay, good job, you get the gold medal. We're gonna keep playing. Maybe next game you can come in and play the next game. But it's just you build how you want to build. Like so many competitive players do not play for that reason, and it's because they can't handle playing an actual casual game. They'd rather just make sure it's competitive. I always want to win. I always want to win. And that's understandable because everybody wants to win their games. A lot of people. But at the same time, you can have fun while doing it. It's just with Commander, there's such a gray area with everything. It's mostly socially like political and stuff like that, and well, a lot of times it could just be just play your game of Magic, try to kill everybody, like with Exsanguinate or something like that. For the most part, you're going to be trying to make deals with people and stuff like that. And with competitive players, they don't want to build that way. They want to build a deck where it basically I can answer everything, which is understandable. I mean, my Prosh deck does that. My Krenko deck tries to do that. Um, And yeah, that's what I think. I'm sorry if I kind of rambled off here. I'm really trying to stick to Commander. I'm gonna try to get some other deck techs on here. I'm thinking about trying to switch my Krenko deck to a more casual version, which that could be tough, but we'll see. Um, I don't even know if I'm gonna enjoy playing with it because once it gets wrath, it's gonna be boring to play probably. But I'm gonna see what I can do with it. See if I can have fun with it. More casual build. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have a hard time fitting into your your local play group kind of or whatever. Because I know with some people it's rough because some people could just go there just hoping for a competitive match and get a whole bunch of casual play to be like, oh god, and then like vice versa and kind of get not all people will hate you off the table, but you can tell you'll get a little bit of like daggers, or everybody will turn on you, or make sure you don't make it past turn 5 because of the deck you're playing, which that's something you got to worry about if you build competitively. You got to worry about arch enemy, everybody turning on you. But yeah, let me know about that. Let me know. Let me know if you guys had similar experience. Because with me, my experience was I went into it with a bad deck. I think I built Krenko. Well, I built a deck before that, but it was terrible. And I built Krenko, and Krenko wasn't. It was more kind of casual, fun goblins, and it was just so it was boring to play because I kept getting hated. Well, not hated, but I kept getting like I'd wrath and I wouldn't have anything to do, and everybody would be doing all this crazy stuff, shenanigans with the graveyard incursion, all kinds of stuff, killing everything, and it was just I just got lost in it. I was like, yeah, this I'm just playing goblins each turn, and if you have fun doing that, by all means do that. Like if you like the flavor of your deck, even though you get crushed by it, it's fine, because really when it comes down to it, being able to sit down and play Commander in my eyes is winning. Like that is the ultimate thing. If you can find time out of your day to sit down and play with a bunch of people, whether you know them or not, that's great, you know. And it's good because people you don't know, you get to meet new people, so that's awesome. But yeah, so yeah, let me know what you guys think. Well, let me know what you guys went through, how you guys started playing Commander, how your play group is and stuff like that. If you're still adapting to it or not. If you guys have any questions about it, about how to kind of adapt to a play group or stuff like that, you guys can ask me that, or if you guys need any help with that. But seriously, if you guys are feeling like don't let other people sway how you build, like unless it's for making you a better builder, unless you don't really know how to build Commander. If someone's like, yeah, you should do this and you should do that because of this, that, and this, then that's awesome. If someone's giving you a guideline to build, that's pretty sweet if you guys don't know. But don't let anybody change your deck. It's your deck. And that's a part of the reason why Commander is such a great format, is because it's not like competitive formats where everybody's playing the same thing except for, oh, my card's original because I'm not playing this card, I'm playing this card, one of. I switched it out, so it's my deck. But your Commander deck is your Commander deck. It's 100 card. No, like it's so tough to make a Commander deck exactly the same as somebody else's, unless you're really net decking, and you should not be really. You should be net decking for ideals, not for the complete deck list. That's the best part about Commander, is that you pick your general, you pick your strategy, you pick the cards you want. It's your style, whatever you want to do. Just like, because I almost seem like building to me is almost like an artistic form to me now. I like to kind of put my twists in a deck, and just see where it goes, and just look through my collection and try to synergize and just do all kinds of stuff with it, like see what I can do differently in a deck. And it's a lot of fun building that way. Nobody should tell you how to build Commander. Unless you really need the help, you don't know where to start and you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, I hope that helped some of you guys that you don't feel like you're building the way you want to build. And just let me know what you guys think of this video. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and bobble bobble.